Yo, chat! Welcome in, welcome back. Happy weekend eve, everybody. How's it going? Simple name, nice first. Zoom, good to see ya. How's it going, you guys? How's it going? Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're all looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. Fridays are fun because after music stream, sometimes I can just stay up late, play games, do whatever I want. It's really nice. I tell myself no work after double stream day. No work on Friday, you know? No work after work. Anyway, today we're doing something kind of special, I guess. We're making a Patreon song. You know, we do it once a month. It was gonna be last week, but last week my heckin' ear was blocked, and if there's like one stream that I really need both my ears working and open is this one. So that wasn't gonna happen. So we're doing it today, just in the nick of time. That's why you don't leave stuff till last minute, in case you're wondering. The save file I have right here has also some songs for Doggy May Dance 3, like the squeaky toy song. And we got the grumbly song, and we got the Crunchin' Munchin' song. With the dog crunching on his cookies and stuff. So if we finish early, and if there's no thunderstorm that kicks me out of here, then we can do some stuff for Doggy May Dance 3. So that'll be fun. What we're doing right now, though. So this is our 6th, holy moly, our 6th song. We're halfway through already. Oh my goodness. Halfway through the album already. That's wild. Last time, our hero, Kija, she was traveling through the woods, and she came across an injured wolf who had her paw just, like totaled. Like, her leg was, like, totaled by this terrible trap that was set by these hostile crow people who live in the forest. And the wolf, whose name is Minna, went with Kija, and they left the forest. And now they're coming down this road, and they see this little village coming up. And that's what we're doing now, is okay. So if you imagine if it's like a game and you're playing as Kija, you know, Minna has joined the party, right? And now we're going to this little town. And while they're there, Kija's looking for some kind of veterinarian or something, because she's really good at building machinery in that, but she's not so good at, like, anatomy and bionics. And, well, she's good at anatomy, but, like, you know, animal stuff is kind of weird. So she had made kind of like a makeshift little splint thing for Minna's leg, but she needs someone that actually knows something about medical things, you know? So she finds a human doctor there who is like kind of nervous, but like, sure, I'll help with the wolf. And helps attack. And so Kija leaves the wolf there, and they amputate the leg and stuff. And then meanwhile, Kija's going to make like a proper super prosthetic leg for her new wolf friend. And then so she goes back and afterward. And that's what this town is. It's just a very small town. You know, the people mostly keep to themselves. They've got a few hunters and scavengers that they send out to get food and wood and stuff from like the edge of the forest. But that's about it. No one besides them is allowed to go anywhere near the forest because they know that the Renkurai live there and they're pretty savage. So that's our village. We're making a song about that today. So that'll be fun. So let's just start with a basic melody, which we know all about because we had an episode of Inspirational about making melodies. I want to start with a nice key, maybe. What about B major? That would be a pain in the butt. Let's do that. I never work in B major. So, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the B keys are like a little bit funny sounding. Like, this is a nice quiet town. There shouldn't really be anything suspicious, but there's still something kind of weird about it. I don't really know what it is. You know, it's like a bit of superstition almost. Like, don't go in the forest, you know? There's like that kind of looming danger. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the village itself. It's like this looming danger in the forest. So you don't want to go anywhere near the forest if you don't have to. And the hunters will go out to the forest to get food and stuff, but that's kind of it, right? So most people aren't allowed there. So if we're going to work in B major, this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me because we got 5 sharps to keep track of, which are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. So no A naturals. That's going to be the weird one for me. But let's just see how this goes. All right, let's see here. So B, C, D, E, and F are my 4th and 5th. So they're going to probably sound a little cooler. F sharp. Hey, I like that, all right. Dun, 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 dun. D sharp. Yeah, that's got a nice sound already. Okay, look at that. We got 5 notes. Boom. There's a whole bar done. Da-na-na, da-na. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Maybe. I'm not sure if I like it going up or down. Yeah, I like it going up. Banana, banana. I want to make sure I'm not doing something I've done a lot before, though. Banner, banner, banner. I think that should be... Ba-bum. Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah. And then we can repeat it. Or maybe a little different. Nah, it's too different. Yeah. I'm just gonna mix these two around. Da-na-na, da-na-na. And then maybe here we'll go up instead. So we've got the E, we've got D, F, E, D, F, E. We just repeat it. Or we could go down to the D. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Except I want it to end on the whatever key we're in, B. So... see how this sounds. What do you guys think so far? Breaking up the tempo a bit. Hey, thanks. Hey, good to see you, Toast. Yeah, it's kind of... I like putting stuff on the offbeat. I think this might be where you're talking about, like, where you just leave one just kind of blank. A bit more rest and pause moments. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking of, like, slowing it down a little bit, too. I guess we'll just see where it goes. Do, 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 do. Okay, that could work. Let me see if we slow it down. A little too slow, maybe? I kind of like this. Yeah, I want to keep the bass not too confusing. So I think I'll grab this rhythm and put it here. And just kind of, or what if we do? Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. And then we can take this, and then this last bit would be G. What if we want to work our way back down to the B, or up to the B, I guess. And then here maybe we can go. Do 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 do. F E F G A. I didn't put any A naturals, did I? I knew it. I knew it. I heckin' knew it. I actually kind of like that there. That's an accidental. Because it's not supposed to be a natural, but who cares? Okay, I like this so far. I like this so far. I like what you said about having more space, though. So I think what we'll do... I'm trying to imagine, like, if this was a town in a game I was playing. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what towns, what villages and games that I've played before. But I also want it to be interesting. I think that's the hardest part about trying to make something calm sounding, is making it not boring. That's where I kind of struggle. Like, I was trying to make, like, a chill beats to do homework to or whatever album, and it's still on the back burner. But I was like, okay, it's kind of hard to make stuff that's interesting but not too exciting, but then kind of slow but not boring. That's the part where I need to work on it. So that plus this weird key signature is going to be where I get to do a lot of learning today. And I was thinking about like some of the towns in Pokemon. Like Pokemon always has good music. And a lot of the towns, they're kind of catchy. Like, they're a little slower, but they're still kind of catchy. And they get stuck in your head. So maybe just slowing it down, that automatically adds a little bit more space. So that's cool. And then, like, I want it to be kind of uplifting and kind of like a safe place. Because the last song that we just made... let me see if I can pull it up, actually, real quick. Because the last song we made was about this injured wolf, and it was kind of sad. Oh, here. Want it to be kind of haunting. This ended up being really exciting. I forgot how exciting that one was. Because I haven't listened to that one in like... probably since I sent it out to patrons on the 6th or so. But let's see. So I think this will be like the interesting part to get you to listen to it, right? And then here... maybe we can have, actually, yeah, 3, we can have like a breeze. I like to do this, to have like a breeze, kind of, so like a kind of sound. So we'll call this, I'm just gonna call it wind, because it'll be like a little bit of a wind passing through. The idea is it's kind of like, it's a little town along the road. Like it's just kind of like little houses and structures just kind of along the road. Like it's not much of a town. It's like very, if you think about the smallest town that you've ever, you know, like driven through on your way to somewhere if you're going on a road trip or something. It's like that small town where there's like a gas station and like a corner store and a restaurant and a school, and that's kind of it. There's not a lot. There's like maybe a few dozen people living here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe. Something like that anyways. So I want to have this start small and then kind of swell bigger and like, you know, but longer. Yeah, maybe like that. Seaside. Oh, yeah, that does sound like more like. That does sound more like water. We already have a seaside town, so this one's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, we just came out of a forest. There's like a forest, a path, and then there's this little village. And I'm not really sure what's next, to be honest. But that's a good question. How do you make something sound more like wind than like water? Maybe we can do one of these. Maybe we could do something like this. It doesn't necessarily sound like wind, but... we'll see what this sounds like. I do kind of like that, actually. Unless I could put something in the wave channel that sounds more like what I want. I'm trying to think. You know what? There's all kinds of percussion and stuff. There's like, maybe I can find something in a kit that we're looking for, you know? Maybe. In a kit. Maybe something like that. What if we slow it down? And then what if we have it kind of... Wish I could like reverse it. That would be cool. No, that just sounds like noise. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Perfect. We'll put wind chimes. That's like the first half of a wind chime sample. Kind of drives me nuts. Okay, that one's not gonna work. Again, maybe slower will work. That could actually work. What about this? That could work. I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Hey Javier, welcome back. Good to see ya. You're my Game Boy stream. We're making a village theme, like the title says. Oh wait, yeah, this. Trying to figure out this one part here. Why did you go there? You know what? That's fine for now. We can change it later. That seems okay for now. And then what we can do, I'm thinking no snare drum or no kick drum. Oh, I should change this. So I'll call this, I don't know, whatever, symbol, and an X because I changed the timing. So, okay, whatever. And then this one, I want to do it like it'll also be a kit. I can't remember which kits I like. I could probably make good use of the claves. Oh! It sounds like a, sounds like a metronome. I don't really like that too much. What about, it's just about finding the right thing. But you still have slow mode on. Okay. That could work. Okay, the tambourine or the cymbal, maybe. I think I used this in our Steamboat song. That's what that sounds like. I kind of actually like them both, but you know. Custom symbol too. There. Yeah, that could be kind of chill and nice, you know? Alright. And then I think if we take... So here we're just gonna have like a bum 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 bum. But like whatever note. Bum 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 bum. Maybe the fourth and the fifth and then back on those. So we have B, C, C sharp. So, and then D sharp is 3 and then E is 4. F, F sharp. Nice. Oops. Except I don't like how it sounds so typical. Yeah, that could work. Or... Nah. No, we're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, cool. Easy. Now here... I think since we have a bit more movement in the bass, we should have something like kind of slower in the lead. And I like what Toast said about having like more rest and breaks and stuff. And like that first part should be the catchy bit. But let's make a new lead. That's gonna be a little bit more, what's the word? Like it'll be more chill and longer. And put some vibrato on it, maybe. Yeah, oops, that works. Just seems like a lot of vibrato. Hey, nice second, Red. Yeah. Man, I could go for some burgers right now. I think we're just gonna stick with straight quarter notes here. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm not in like a calm, quiet mood right now. I want to work on some of the other stuff. So it's kind of tricky right now to just sit down and like, you know. But let's see. Maybe I think at some point it might work also to do like both of these at the same time. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I thought maybe. Although I could put this. We'll see how, but this. Just changing that one little thing gives it so much more texture. You know? I think this is still calm sounding. idea to... Okay, there was something I did by accident a little while ago where I kind of made a bass in the noise channel. I want to see if I can do that again. Do we have a B? The other weird thing is this is the noise channel, right? So it just goes ksh. But you can get different pitches and they kind of align to notes, but not really. That's why, like, I'm going to the very next one. So F and then G. There's no F sharp. And G to C. There's no A. There's no B. Maybe we could do something like this. And we call it N bass. See if there's something here. Or wait, I know what I was gonna do. No, that's not how I did it. I put a re-trigger. Okay, I know that doesn't sound good. I think I can just make this without that. Okay, that's too loud. I'm not sure how I feel about this. The thing is, like, with this instrument, it just never really sounds nice. It always sounds a little harsh. I don't think there's really anything I can do about it. Yeah, there's not really anything... Well, what if I did... Oh, it doesn't have the right notes, that's why. What do you guys think? It's like, it's not as bad sounding as I thought it would be. It's not so harsh. It's not that bad. Hey G, good to see you. I think that's a reference to a different stream. It has nothing to do with my stream, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I can put like a bass on here, like a meow, you know, something like that. I'm trying my best to, like, it should be a bit restrained, right? I want it to be a little restrained. I don't want it to be too much, you know. The rattle sound is cool. The, like in here. I like that. Yeah, I think I like it. So this, I want it to kind of... Well, that's too long. That's too short. It does sound like a town theme. Nice. Then I'm doing my job. Because here in this, we've got like this going. So we can't really do, unless we do it. You know. Maybe we could put them both there. That might be something. About if I like this base. I think I do. Also, I think if I double up the symbol, here, if I double up the symbol, it becomes too loud. That's too loud. So what I want to do is make everything else a little quieter, I think, to make up for that. And then this is kind of quiet too. I like this. I like this. So this is for our little... It's just a small village called Silbaryl. And there's not a lot going on there, but they're kind of... There's this forest nearby. And we had these scary crow people who attacked our hero in the village. Or not in the village, in the forest. So she finally got out of the forest. She's got a wolf friend with her now. And the wolf had a broken leg. So they're going to this town to see if there's some kind of doctor that can maybe help with the wolf. And there is, and they end up amputating the wolf's leg, and then Kija... Yo! Hey!
Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday indeed. Thank you for 8 months, Spence. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And actually, you know what? I've got, that. 2 in a row! 2 in a row.
Mr. Destructoid beep boop chemix yay.
There. I was gonna do that when somebody did one, because the bot has to resub too. I forgot that he is a thing. Thank you very much, Spence. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Friday. 8 months already. Dang. Dang, that's crazy. What was I saying? We're amputating the leg of the wolf because our main character is somewhat of an engineer, so she kind of engineered like a prosthetic leg for the wolf, and then so the doctor is gonna help amputate the leg, and she's gonna put this like bionic leg on it. On the wolf. So she's gonna end up with this really awesome like wolf mount / friend that's got like this big crazy like robot arm thing. It's gonna be cool. That's kind of what I was thinking of. Yeah, let's see. So this is what we got so far. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna get this out of here. There we go. Or maybe go, burn out. Yeah. Oops. Over here. Yeah. Wait, what are the other notes we're playing here? Oh, that's why it sounds weird. Yeah, I like that! We're doing good, eh, chat? And then here, I think we're not gonna put that again. We're gonna put something new. Because I want it to be like, this last note, I want it to hang on a bit, so it's like, you know, I want it to hang on a little bit, so I think we're gonna have some rest in here. This is gonna be the super chill part. So, and then I just have to figure out if we're keeping this part, or if we're gonna go here. I think here we'd go back to this, and then we could probably finish on this, maybe? I want to do something different here. I want to... Yeah, that's what I want. Put that. Oof. No, that's... Hi-hat? What are you guys doing this weekend? What's happening? Yeah, that's probably good. And we'll make this... and then I can... Yeah, like that. Billiards and ping pong. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a real good time. I'm a little jelly. I haven't played billiards in like a long time. Or ping pong for that matter. Biking, maybe some State of Decay. That sounds like fun too. Is State of Decay, do you play that by yourself or is that a multiplayer game? I don't really know much about it. That's one of those zombie survival games, right? Maybe I would like it. I like Killing Floor. Is it like Killing Floor? Oh, I want to get rid of the bass in here. I thought of just... Oh no, we definitely want this. Also, I got some new headphones, which is awesome, but I have no idea how this sounds compared to what it would normally sound like on my other headphones. So let's just work on this loop. I think like bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bleep, that's what I want here. Bleep. Why is it going down? What do I have in here? Oh, it doesn't like the vibrato in the table. Okay, fine. Fine then, we'll just make effects fitty. Effects fitty. It's the first one? Oh, there's maybe they added multiplayer later. You manage a community of survivors. So you're in charge of like a bunch of NPCs then. Why did this sound worse than what I had before? Okay, it's my imagination. It sounds the same. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. What if we made it lower? That's too low. How's that? No, I don't think that. What if we put it on B? Yep, that's perfect. We go bum bum bum. So you got bum bum bum. If we do C sharp E D. Yeah, nice. You don't think they're similar except for the zombies? Okay, fair. Like that zombie game? That's like zombie game, right? That's like other zombie game. Bum, 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 bam. This one should be a slow. Slow. Slower. That might be where we go with this. That might be it, you know, to keep it simple, you know. I really like Killing Floor. It's very action-y. It's kind of gross. Like the thing is with like survival and horror survival games and just like horror games is they're often just very, very gross. And I think it's really cool when games can be kind of scary without being super gross, you know, without being like, hey, look what we did to this guy. Look at the crazy creative ways we disemboweled this dude, isn't it? Hey, look at this close-up. Look at this high-def, man, graphics these days. Like, I don't, you know? Like, I was watching someone play The Quarry, and there's a few more like that. I guess is it Until Dawn is like that, and there's those Dark Chapter, whatever they're called, Dark Tales, whatever, where it's like you make choices, and based on your choices, you like set the characters down a certain path, and you have to try to get everyone to survive. But of course, I like to watch other streamers, and some streamers that I watch like to just see if they can get everyone killed off as fast as possible and see what happens, and you see all kinds of stuff, and it's like really gross. And Killing Floor is super gross too, but it's so fast and action packed. It's one of the heavy metal soundtrack kind of zombie games. Think more like Doom, right? Doom, oh my god, Doom is absolutely disgusting too. Like the super kills and stuff, you know, whatever they're called. Those are so gross. But it's still fun. But Killing Floor is like my game that I'll play like that. But I like the kind of creepy, eerie, spooky games, you know? Phasmophobia is kind of right in the middle because it's not really that gross, but there are some pretty scary looking models and characters in there, like, ooh. But it's kind of spooky in the way that you're solving puzzles with your teammates. That's the only way I can play it, is it's multiplayer, so I'm not alone, so that helps. And then if you're trying to solve a puzzle and you can focus on the puzzle solving aspect, then you forget about being scared a little bit. But Phasmophobia and Subnautica were really scary. Subnautica was like, that was really hard to play. It was so scary at the bottom of the ocean, and there's leviathans, and you're in like this submarine that could just explode. Like, I had bad experiences with that submarine. And my game was glitched, so the leviathans would go wherever they pleased. You know, there's supposed to be safe areas. Like, oh, there's this guy right below the surface. He ate one of my vehicles that was supposed to be parked in a safe place. You just blew it up. That was pretty bad. So, you know. Basically build a community, make sure they have food and whatnot. You're only a few hours in. The first time you tried, you only made it about 30 minutes. It was too slow, but now you're more patient. That sounds kind of cool. Almost more like tower defense, in a way. Not actually like a tower defense game, but more like you have to kind of... It's more about the setup than the actual... You know what I mean? Maybe it's not so much about like fighting the zombies and stuff. It's more like setting up to survive when they come. Maybe. Like Fortnite, original Fortnite. I'm not talking about the Battle Royale thing that it became, but original Fortnite sounded like so much fun, and I got really excited about it. Like when they showed it off, right? That's why there's building in that game. If you only have seen the Battle Royale part and you're like, oh, it's like PUBG, but with building mechanics. Do you know why there's building mechanics? It's because originally you had to survive 2 weeks or a fortnight. And there were zombies. Zombies would come and attack you at night. So during the day, you spent your daylight hours like building a base and putting down traps and stuff. And that's what the building was. And then at night, the zombies would come and you had to fend them off. And I think the goal was to survive for a fortnight. And I don't know if anybody still plays that mode or even really knows about it. But when they announced it, I was like, oh, that sounds like so much fun. But my friends didn't care. So I never actually played it because I wasn't going to play it by myself. I mean, maybe I could, but yeah, you know. But I just think that'd be so cool. Killing Floor, it was in the potato sack bundle. I don't know why I remember that specific one. No, yeah, I do. It's because it was my first Steam bundle. My first Steam bundle was the potato sack bundle. And it came with a whole bunch of stuff. It came with Portal, I think, and probably Half-Life, because I'm pretty sure I have Half-Life. And it came with, like, The Ball? Is that what it was called? There was a game called The Ball. Just, like, a bunch of random games. And there's a game that's just called and you just, like, jump off buildings and try to not hit other buildings. It's really strange. But I had just made my Steam account, and I bought Plants vs. Zombies. That's why I got Steam, was so I could play PvZ, baby. And it was in this bundle. It was like Killing Floor, and I was like, what? And it didn't look like my kind of thing at all. But I played it, and I loved it. It was really cool. And it was a berserker, too. So I wasn't the one sitting in the back sniping and getting headshots and, like, away from it. I was, like... right in the front, I had like a katana or like a chainsaw, like cutting zombies in half, and there's like stuff going everywhere. Oh my god. It's so gross, but sometimes I think it's just because it's like so absurd, over the top. Same thing with Doom. It's like so crazy and unrealistic that it's not as bad as something like Until Dawn or The Quarry or these like really graphic, really, I don't know, probably accurate stuff. And like Resident Evil. Oh my god. I watched somebody play Resident Evil Village. What the heck is it with Ethan and hands? Like his hands get like so I'm gonna say abused, and that's putting it lightly, over the course of that game. Like, what the heck? It's crazy. You have to fortify the building. You have to go out and stop hordes. That sounds like you are one of the like villagers, right? You're like kind of building a village with these other people that are also survivors, but like you're one of them, but you have to kind of lead them, I guess. That sounds kind of like sounds like fun. Maybe I would try it. Maybe I would try it. But I might also be impatient. I don't know. But sometimes it takes a few tries to get into a game, and sometimes you just have to give it a little bit more time than you think, you know? Sometimes you don't like a game right away. Like Stardew Valley. That happened to me with Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is an excellent game. It's so good. Like it's so well done. There's so much detail and like everything. It's just really good. And all made by one guy, which just blows my mind. Like it's crazy. And the first time I played it, I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, you know, whatever. Played it with my friends a little bit. I'm like, okay, well, the controls are confusing and I don't really, like, I can't move very fast. I don't want to, like, walk into town because by the time I get to town, I'm going to have to turn and go back to the farm, you know, like, it's painful. Like, Stardew Valley is phenomenal, but at the beginning, it's painful. It's, like, painful, you know? Because you move so slow, but later on you get a mount and you can like, you get fast travel and all that, and you just got to stick it out, and I didn't know that. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I know that I should like Stardew Valley, and I want to like it, but I haven't had that much fun playing it yet. I was like, I'm going to do a 12-hour subathon stream. I'm going to play Stardew Valley, and by the end I was sold. And then I went and I kept streaming it for a while after that, you know? So it's kind of crazy. I think the devs focused on Ethan's hands because it's basically the only thing you can see. That's true. They could have like cut off his leg or something, showed his leg. I don't know. But that's a good point, right? Because before 7, they were all third person. Like if you've seen Resident Evil 4 or 2, those are the two I've seen more of, I guess. If you've seen like Resident Evil 4, there's so many bad things happen to poor Leon. Like I played long enough to see him get like cut in half with a chainsaw, and I'm like, I think I'm done playing this for now. And I was watching a playthrough the other day, and I was like, man, there are so many terrible, terrible things that can happen to this poor lad. Like, so many things. But then I think that's a really good point, actually, from like a game dev standpoint, you know? The other thing, I don't want to spoil in case they're like a Friday night Game Boy music chill theme building stream is probably the last place people are going to expect Resident Evil spoilers. But there's something about Ethan. If you've played, you know. If you played, I think 7. I think it's at the end of 7. I haven't seen 7. 7 is really gross and scary and awful. Like it's great. I think it's a really good game, but it's like awful, like a, you know, kind of sickening kind of way. You know what I mean? I really like the Resident Evil franchise, but I don't know if I could ever make it through one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And Resident Evil 2, the remake, I think is like a masterpiece. It's so good. Again, I haven't played it, but I've watched several playthroughs, you know, and the attention to detail, for better or worse, you know. Hey Bruce, how's it going? But there's something about Ethan that I think you find out at the end of Resident Evil 7. And then it kind of moves forward into 8. And I think there's something that they're trying to like hint at. If you know what I mean, winky face, without spoiling in case anyone here likes playing those and hasn't played them yet. And actually RE8, RE Village is getting a big ol' update, right? You can play as Rose and stuff. That sounds cool. I'm real happy for the people who are gonna play that. I'm not one of them. Anyway, but yeah, I think you're right about that, Javier. I think you're right. And then also I think they're hinting at something. Because his hands are always somehow okay. Weird. playing the demo, which was the full game, but it felt like bare bones Minecraft or Animal Crossing. It wasn't bad, but maybe the game expands more where I got to. I'm still in spring. Yeah, like with Stardew Valley, there's so much to it. There's so much depth and everything, but I think that's how I felt at first too. Was like, I don't know what I should be doing. And, and I didn't specifically like super like any of the villagers at first. I ended up really liking most of them though. And that's definitely like it grows on you. And the more you play, the more you see like just how deep it goes and how much stuff there is. Like, I didn't know this when I started playing, but you get a horse that you can ride on. That was my main thing at first, was like, I don't have time to do anything. What the heck? By the time I go to the beach and get one fish, it's like 5 o'clock and I have to turn around and get back home, So that makes a big difference, building a stable and getting a horse and stuff. And I think that they try to steer you that way too, because your farm at first is a heckin' mess. So the first little while, I think the main thing you're supposed to do is just clean up all that wood, and then you get the supplies, and then you can go and make your stable and stuff. But at first, like, Stardew Valley, it's like trudging, But you can, there's another town you can go to. Like, there's more map than the map they show, and all the stuff that's barred off, there's more. Like, there's always more. There's really cool stuff. So I really recommend giving it another try. Maybe play through one in-game year. Maybe I think that's when stuff started to really take off, was like after a year or something. It sounds like I'm saying play the game for a year and then you might like it. But it took me a few tries. Like, I played it a little bit on Steam. No, I played a bit on Switch, I think. I started a couple farms. I didn't really get into it. I played it with my friends. They were running around. I'm like, I ain't got time to do anything. I'm going to sit and farm and fish, because we had the river farm. I'm like, I'm just going to sit and farm, or sit and fish in the farm, rather, And like, but it does, if you can sit through it a little bit, just, you can get fast travel. You can get a mount. There's like way more stuff to explore than you expect. I got to like a desert place and I was like, what? Like, it's crazy. So, like, Stardew Valley does get quite good. But at first, it's hard to play. Like, I admit it's very hard to play. You don't like the Resident Evil games? Tried 4 once, quit in the first hour. Yeah, that's like how I play it. I like them, I just don't like playing them. They're stressful and scary and gross. But I find the whole thing with, like, the T-Virus and the G-Virus and Tyrant and Nemesis and, like, with Umbrella, like, the whole thing is really interesting. Like, I really like the story. I'm the kind of person that I won't play the games, but I'd love to get, like, an art book with, like, lore and, like, when they have, like, the fake journal entries from the scientists and stuff. Like, oh, we were researching this, and then this happened, and oh my god, it was so unexpected, and blah, 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 So, I think they're really cool. I just am scared. I'm scared. But I think Resident Evil 2 Remake, they did such a good job from what I saw, which was, again, I watched like a few playthroughs and there's a lot of content in there. There's like the 2 intertwining stories. You can play as Leon or Claire, and you can do one and then you can play the other, and they kind of overlap. So like if you're playing as Leon, you see Claire at a certain point, she's trying to get into the police station and she can't. You're like, okay, and you're Leon and you're playing like in the police station, for a lot of it. And then Claire has, like, other stuff. You can go and play as her, and then she goes and she has a part in the orphanage and all this. And then as Claire, you go run into Leon. It's just so cool. Like, it's so well done. Again, it's disgusting. Like, it's so gross, all the ways that you can die in that game. All the things that happen. And, like, the monsters are kind of scary and disturbing and, And for me, though, I saw a part with Leon, like, in the police station. Of course, the power's cut, because the power's always cut, Zombie apocalypse? Oh, yeah, the zombies' first thing they do is to shut off the light switches, right? That's the first thing they do, so it's nice and dark and scary. That's the part where I was... Because for a bit, I was like, this is really cool. I could probably maybe get into this after all, right? And then the streamer who was playing it, like, turns a corner, and he's, like, pitch black, and you just hear noises. I'm like, nope, I couldn't do that. Couldn't do that. Anyway. For me, the PlayStation Resident Evils are too frustrating. I should be scared. Maybe try again. Yeah, maybe. That's another thing. That's another thing I was thinking of, because for October, or Spooktober, or whatever, I was thinking, like, I should play something scary. And honestly, you guys might laugh, but I was thinking of playing Cuphead, because I don't know what it is about that art style, that, like, old, like, is it 50s? 20s? I don't know. The like really old cartoons, like the super old, like original Mickey Mouse, it just creeps me the heck out. Like it's so creepy. I don't like the eyes. I don't like the way everything is bendy, you know? Although I do like the spooky, scary skeletons. I like how they're bendy because they're kind of funny, and I always like it when skeletons like play their ribcage as a xylophone. You know, like in Guitaru Man. Oh man, I love Guitaru Man. I wonder if I could ever stream Guitaru Man. They gotta put that on Steam. Oh, that would be so cool. Anyways, Inversion. What's that? What's that? Is that another game? Cuphead's going for. Is it 30s? I looked it up once and I forgot, but it really freaks me out. And I know. Oh, I know what game you're talking about. Bendy and the Ink Machine, right? See, they even call them Bendy. They know that that's what makes them creepy. I don't know if that's like a thing that, you know, people are scared of spiders, or they're scared of heights, or they're scared of whatever. But I'm scared of like those old heckin' cartoons. They freak me out. There's something like off about them. You know, there's something kind of off about them. So I don't know. You never heard that? That might just be a me thing, but it creeps me out. But Bendy and the Ink Machine, I mean, there's got to be something, because they thought of it, right? They thought of it. So there's got to be some reason why they thought that would be scary. And it's so scary. Like, Bendy and the Ink Machine, I don't know if I could get through it. It's so freaky. Cuphead, I know, is a really good game. I know, like, I have so much respect for the devs. They put so much work into it. Like, hand animating stuff takes so much work, and, you know, but it creeps me out. But I bought it like a couple of years ago, and I was like, maybe I could stream this. But I was even thinking this year, I was like, well, what if I played like OG Resident Evil? Because, you know, maybe it's not as scary because it's got the fixed camera angles. I don't know if that's more or less scary. But like you can kind of see the whole room. I think the thing that scares me in games like that is when it's first person, or third person for that matter, or like the over the shoulder, right? And you can't see what's behind you. I'm always afraid I'm going to turn around and be like, ah, you know? So maybe if I can see the whole room, then maybe it won't be as scary, you know? I don't like jump scares. There was another game that people were playing. It was like another horror game. It was one of those VHS filter looking ones, and everything was red. And you could paint the walls. I can't remember what it's called. You guys might have heard of it, or you might not have, but you get like a spray can and you can like paint the walls. I think the idea was you would paint arrows so you could keep track of like which way you've gone and which door you've gone through and stuff like that. And it seemed interesting, and I was watching someone play, and then all of a sudden there's just like, "Bah!" Like just really loud noise and like jump scare, and I was like, okay, I'm not watching this. I don't like it, you know? The difficulty of Cuphead terrifies you. Yeah, that's the other thing. It looks really hard. And you've beaten Meat Boy and Celeste. I can't beat Meat Boy. I got to the Salt Factory, and I was like, I'm done. So I probably couldn't beat it either. But that might be the thing where, you know, and it's not so much scary. I'm not like scared of Cuphead, but it creeps me out. Like I get like a, you know, like heebie-jeebies kind of thing. Anyways, did you guys want to hear some music? We're making a village theme because I know we had a couple more people kind of sneaking in here. We're making a village theme for just a very small village. It's pretty peaceful. The people are pretty chill. There's a forest nearby full of vicious crow people. So only the village hunters are allowed to go into the forest. And even they don't want to go any deeper than they have to. So mostly these people just keep to themselves. And they've got everything they need in this tiny little village. Think about like if you've ever been on a road trip and you have like, you know, there's always like that small town that you go to. Like you go through for lunch or bathroom break or whatever, right? And they've got like a gas station. It's basically a gas station with like a few other amenities around, right? So there's like a few houses, a few people who live there. There's like a gas station and a school and a restaurant and like a basic hospital or clinic or something. That's like it, you know? That's kind of what I'm thinking of. But also it's kind of more like fantasy, medieval, whatever. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and the wolf is injured. But she's okay. She's okay. You know what? She's getting an awesome robot leg, so don't feel too bad. Also, she's got like elvish medicine all over it, so you know what? She can't feel a thing. It's all good. It's like super numb. She's good. The old cartoons were darker. That's true, yeah. They were also darker. And I think there was a little bit more horror type stuff. where like someone like they'd get like their head cut off and they'd put it back on or their arm would just like there was a lot of weird violence in old cartoons too. But it was okay because they were cartoons, you know? But it was still kind of weird. Hey Club, welcome back. Welcome, arrive. Yeah, you're just in time. I was just gonna play the beginning of this song that we have here. So we're in the village. We made it here with our injured wolf friend who's got like a splint on her leg. We're bringing her to the local doctor who has reluctantly agreed to treat a wolf. So he's amputating the leg. While he does that, our main character, Kija, is off to the forge to meet the smithy and to see if she can build like a nice bionic leg for her wolf friend. But this is like the village theme, so imagine like a lot of this album was inspired by World of Warcraft because I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft when I started writing the story for it. But also kind of Monster Hunter-y. Like I was thinking almost like a Chimera type, like just but smaller maybe than Chimera. Only make a couple dozen people living there, maybe, or 50 people. I don't maybe 50 people. I don't know what's small and what's tiny. Anyway, this is the song that you would hear when you're like, you know, you're coming down the road out of the forest. You made it out, and this is the village. And then it just ends. Well, it would like, I guess it would repeat. The $6 Million Wolf. I got that reference. You want to know something funny? My Oma used to mix up names of things like crazy. And for some reason, she was trying to remember the name of the $6 Million Man, and she called him like the $6 billion Marine Man or some weird, like, what? She just made something up. Because I guess she remembered he was like a Marine, right? I haven't seen it, but so that's pretty funny. And another thing she did, like, when I was a kid or a teen or, you know, whatever age I was when Sum 41 was popular, I wanted the new Sum 41 album, which at the time was, what, Chuck, probably? I wanted the new Sum 49 album. And she couldn't remember, and I guess she was talking to my mom, because my mom told me this later. And she was looking for the CD for me, and she couldn't find it. She's like, I'm looking for that Bum 49 CD or something. Bum 49. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. So she used to mix stuff up all the time. So we would always call them Oma-isms because she would just like, you know, you can see kind of where she's going. You know, you can see where she's trying to connect the dots, but she's connecting some wrong dots, or there's some extra dots in there, or some dots are missing. I'm sure everybody has like a family member who does stuff like that, or you probably do stuff like that too, but I just thought that was so funny. Yeah, Bum 49. Ah, I miss her. Well, Sum 41, Bum 49, close enough. I'm like, what? Why did she? Like, what kind of band? Also, like, as a grandmother, you think you're looking for a band called Bum 49? Like, what are you thinking about that band? Like, Sum 41 made sense because that was their combined, like, the sum of their ages was 41 when they started their band, right? But man, that was a good one. Bum 49. Anyway, to answer your question, this program is called Little Sound DJ. or LSDj, which you can get over there if you want to give it a try. It's donationware, so it's free to try. I just like to throw this out there. I would say if you want to give it a try, if anyone is looking at this and like, oh, this looks like fun and not confusing at all, you can try it for free, but if you like it, you know, go back and, you know, throw a couple bucks. This guy's been working on it for like 20 years. I guess he's been working on it since it was, well, like modern, I guess, for the Game Boy. So that's pretty cool. But this is a Game Boy program, so you can have it on your actual Game Boy, and I do have it on my actual Game Boy, which is on the shelf over there. I can't reach it right now, but you can get it on a cartridge for your Game Boy as well. And yeah, so it's Game Boy. It's like the 8-bit. It uses the sound card from the Game Boy. I want to show you what it's capable of, though. So let me go find one of our other songs here. Which one was Crunch? Crunch. So the main album I'm working on right now is Doggy Me Dance 3, which, as you might guess, is the sequel to Doggy Me Dance 1 and 2. And the first album I wrote for my dog on his birthday. For Valentine's Day, my partner might get a couple songs or something, but the dog gets a whole album for his birthday every year. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. He's looking at me. Yeah, okay. So the first year, I made an album about the dog. And then the second year, I made an album about the dog, but with there's actually like a sound in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's a kit that's just animal sounds. Whoops. So I had a bunch of the barking sounds and stuff in there the second year. And then for this year, I'm actually putting in my own custom samples, because you can do that. This program is amazing. And I put my own dog's sounds. Like, he likes to eat cookies on stream. That's something that I don't think you've seen yet. But there's a redemption for Give the Dog a Treat. And I put the dog in my lap, and he sits right in front of the microphone. He has a nice crunchy cookie. And this is what it sounds like. Or maybe like this. You know? So I sampled him crunching and munching. And I think I have a bark in here too. I think I put the auto... Oh, that's the other thing is... I also have auto-tune. So sometimes when the dog barks, I put it on and then we have him going like, woof, and it's really funny. I think... Oh yeah, bark. Yeah, sometimes he just, you know, gets excited and he barks while I'm streaming. And there was a voice mod one in here somewhere. No, not there. Not there. Not there. This? Nope. Oh, here. That's the dog with the voice mod on. Or some kind of modded Game Boy. Nope. They actually used to make it on cartridges, but they've been sold out for a while. So you can find them on eBay for a couple $100, or you can get the ROM, like I said, for free or donation amount from the website I linked to there. And you can actually flash it onto a cartridge. So I get my cartridges from a guy in Australia, and his company is called Inside Gadgets. I should probably have a link for him too. He makes all kinds of cool stuff. He made like a wireless adapter for like a Super Nintendo controller, like to make a Super Nintendo controller wireless on an actual Super Nintendo. And he does all kinds of stuff like that. And like, what else does he do? Like he has like a little battery meter thing that you can add to mod into your Game Boy. So instead of just like it's bright red and then dim and then it's off and then you lose your progress or whatever. It's got like a little bar that fills up and it's green and then yellow and then red. And, you know, he does all kinds of stuff. So I get flash cartridges from him. I got a little reader writer and I put it on an actual cartridge. So the Game Boy, I did mod my Game Boy because I wanted it to have, you know, a blue translucent shell and a backlight and cool stuff. But you don't need to. The Game Boy I mostly use actually just has the buttons swapped out. But I mean, you obviously don't need to. It doesn't care what color the buttons are. But they're blue, by the way. So just any old Game Boy. This I'm just running on an emulator called BGB. Because I'm not really sure how to stream from a Game Boy. I guess I could use Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo or the GameCube Game Boy player, but this is just easier, you know? And it's not an actual Nintendo ROM, so I don't think Nintendo will get mad. So that's good. But this is just to give you an idea. So this is a song that I made. Okay, here. So we've got, just to give a quick rundown for anyone who hasn't seen this before, we got, at the top you can see PU1, PU2, so that's pulse 1, pulse 2, wave channel, and noise channel. And the noise channel is like, you know, noise. It's like shh, and it can be like long or short. And you usually use that for your percussion. You know? The pulse 1 channel is where I usually put my melody. And then I had my bass in the second pulse channel. And then the wave channel, that's where you can do really crazy stuff if you want. Usually I'll do a bass drum. But that's where you can also put your samples and stuff. So when you put it all together, this here, I wanted to preview this song anyways, because this is gonna be on our new album. So there you go. There's a whole song made with this, with the dog crunching and stuff. You can make samples of whatever you want. So I just think it's so much fun. I've just been doing this for about 3 years, and I only just recently started putting in my own samples. Here's another one. This one I sampled is Squeaky Toy. Always love GBA. Oh yeah, Gen 3 Pokemon is so good. This one does Game Boy and, well, as you can see, Game Boy Color. So usually, actually my first couple albums I made on lunch break at work on a Game Boy Pocket. At home though, I'll usually work on the original gray brick. But yeah, there is one for Game Boy Advance called Nano Loop, which I haven't used. Because I haven't really had a need to, honestly. And this one will, but like it's a Game Boy game, so it'll work on Game Boy Advance too. Like I used to bring it to work on a GBA SP for a little bit too. But there's like so much you can do with it, it's crazy. Yeah, anyways. But yeah, you can do so much with it. It's so cool. So this, I don't know if we're done this one, because the thing is with these songs, like, if it's a village song, it's gonna just kind of loop, right? So we could also go here, and then loop back there again. I wonder if we would do that. think that could work, or just loop it there. Because this would be like a fancy version of that part. Yeah. There, I just highlighted it, but we'll save. So we can start. I've been itching to make like a dance groove kind of, you know, like I want to make something really uppity and cool. Let's yeah, the blue is nice. The blue is nice. Let's start with, I want to make another dog thing. Let's see what dog samples we have and see if we can build around that. Something charming. Yes, I agree. I just love the Game Boy sound, you know? And you can make, like, you can do crazy cool stuff with it. That's the neat thing, is like, you know, you can make any sound that you heard on your favorite Game Boy games, right? Like, I made some songs that were directly inspired by, like, Pokemon and that. Like, I have one that was specifically inspired by, New Barktown. Yeah, New Barktown. Dang. Someone's making food and it smells good. Where is it? Here, this one. This one was inspired by New Barktown. Yeah, so anyways, but like, so you can have stuff that sounds more like Pokemon or like Mega Man or like whatever, but it's just so cool. And as far as the sound goes, like GBA, I don't remember it being that different. Like, obviously it's better, but I think like for me, like Game Boy is Game Boy, kind of. It all feels nostalgic and it all sounds nice, and I like it all so much, you know? So it's so cool that I can do this. Okay, what dog sounds do we have? We have... I didn't have any new ones. I didn't have any new ones. Okay, well, you know what? I'm working on 2 albums. I'm working on 2 albums. I'm working on 2. So let's just... Oh, also it can talk. It can talk, kind of. Kind of like that. I like the speech thing on here too, it's funny. The DS music. Yeah, DS is really interesting too. It sounds like a chiptune version of real instruments, I think. Like, I've had the DS sounds on my Pokemon Shining Pearl. Like, when you beat the game, you can unlock the original DS soundtrack. And I was like, Number 1, it doesn't sound very good on headphones. But number 2, it feels like an old... I think that's the best way to describe it. Is like a chiptune kind of like lo-fi version of like real instruments, like guitar and trumpet and whatever. Like, you can tell what it's trying to sound like, you know? You can tell kind of what it's supposed to be. Whereas before that, it all just sounded like square waves and triangle waves and saw waves and, you know. I think that's kind of what it is it was almost like a whole 8-bit orchestra. That's the best way I can think of to describe it. That's really long. All right, we're gonna start with this sound. Cool. Dialga's Fight to the Finish? Is that the song that plays when you fight Dialga? Because I don't know them all by name, but that's just what it... I mean, that's what I would assume it is. But the music in BDSP or just like Diamond and Pearl is so good. That's what I want in here. What note? What key? I want to do a minor key. How bad is D minor? D minor. Oh, it's B flat. That's easy. That's just an A sharp. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, it doesn't quite sound like it would just be straight up Dialgo's theme. I haven't played that one. Wait, Explore. Oh, wait, no, I have. Explorers of Darkness, I played. Okay, I think that's what we just had in the other song. That's probably why I'm doing this, but that's okay. So make a kick drum here. Let's build a dance song. I'm gonna try real hard to actually like talk about what I'm doing because I know I'm bad for that. And then you guys just sit here and you see all this like numbers and letters and crap whizzing by the screen. You're like, what's going on? So I'll try my best. And this dog is snoring and he's so freaking cute. Oh my god, he has 2 beds in here. He's so spoiled. Yeah, that works. Oh. Oh. That makes it worse. You want the fez? You got it. Yeah, that should work. Be quiet, phone. You know what? I want it here instead. So I'll put a snare in here. Cool. Yeah. Probably works. I played Explorers of Darkness, so I feel like I must have seen Primal Dialga, but I just like totally forgot he existed. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. He's the main antagonist of the main game story and the false antagonist of the entire game. Oh, that's cool. I totally forgot. I could probably play it again. And, you know. Oh, how are we liking this, chat? Dang. It's got a groove, eh? Oh, wait a second. There's no, yeah. Gotcha. That plot twist. I like this. Wait, let's make this instrument sparkle a little more. Let's make it sparkle a little bit. I like this. I like this. I'm glad you like this. Hey Laser, how you doing? Hey, good to hear. Sure is. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just getting the link again. I want to see what the latest is. There's probably a newer one than what I have. Nope, this is still... so this is the most recent version, which is 9.2L, which is from Halloween of last year. That's the most recent one, but he's always working on it. He's got like the wiki page and stuff. You can put suggestions and he'll address them. But he's been going for like ever. It's crazy. He's got the last about 2 years worth of ROMs that you can look at. And this one is, hey, this one is marked stable, which is nice. So yeah, he's been working on this for a long time. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Ooh, like a chase sequence. Yeah, I like that C in there. Okay, so if we go here. So I like to make things bigger the second time around. So I'm gonna make a new bass instrument. Moves. Oh, yeah. Remember with aerial dual blades, I love the gimmick, how vaulting off a monster turns them to attack at the same time if you're in demon mode. Yeah, I couldn't remember like the names of things because there's also one in 4 that you can do called adept mode where you can like dodge over stuff, which is very similar to in Rise when you use your A whatever string thing attack and you like charge at them and you can fly through their attacks. So I love that for roars. I don't need earplugs anymore. I just go flying through them and it's awesome. But it's very, I think it's kind of like that. I like when they started adding all these aerial things. It just became really interesting. I mean, it was always interesting. You know what I mean. What if we just... We'll get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. Let's put some slides in here. But I'm glad that you're liking them. I know you said you played Dual Blades in one of the other ones. But it's fun. It's so much fun. I like this. What if we had a metal section? You guys know I love metal, right? Pulse kick. I want like a dubsteppy metal breakdown. I think that'll sound really cool. It's pretty good. Okay. Oh, shoot. Digging it, digging it, digging it, digging it, Yeah, we should put this in here. Actually, no, we should do, yeah, maybe. And then here we can have... I can just steal that same rhythm, honestly. For like... Oh, it's like in drop D! Okay, WBS. But also, like, I want it to be kind of guitar-y sounding, so... It needs to be like that chugging, you know? In Gen U, there's a 6 styles. Guild is default. Oh yeah, the guild one. Striker. Aerial. Yeah, I must have done aerial. No, wait. Adept? Yeah, Adept! That was the one I did. But I think when you asked earlier, you said basic, aerial, or alchemy, I think you said. So I couldn't remember if Adept was in that one or not. But yeah, I did Adept, because you could dodge an attack and then you got like a boost or something. I can't remember what you got out of it. I just remember it was really fun. Especially fighting Glavenus, because he does that big thing where he is like sharpening his tail or whatever in his mouth, and he's like, and then it's like, and he like just spins his, sword tail. And it's a really big like telegraphed thing. So it's like really obvious when it's gonna happen. So it's really easy to pull off. It's so good. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, I never played with Alchemy or Valor. Valor might be good, actually, because, like, you should be sheathing your weapon a lot. But I always felt like it was better for, like, greatsword or maybe a bow or something where dual blades are very mobile, that you don't really need to be putting your weapon away all the time. Like, you want to put it away a lot, but not, like, constantly like some other weapons, Man, that game is so fun. You're making me want to buy it again. The only reason I would buy it again is to have a physical or a digital copy, which is so silly. Oh, believe me, I know. It's 1649 Canadian. I know. I've been looking at it every day, like, but like I have it on cartridge. I have it on card. I could have it physically in my Switch, and Rise is digital. Like I have a digital game, but I'm just like, man, it's such a good price. It's so silly. Do you ever do that? Buy a game you already have because you're too lazy to switch the cartridge. Although to be fair, it's wear and tear. I change my cards a lot since I'm streaming and that. Oh shoot, what do I call this song? I'm gonna call it... I don't know yet. We'll call it T because I always call them T because that's the closest one to OK. Although now you don't even need to put like a name. Whew. Wait, did I call that one Woo X or just Woo? Woo X. That's kind of cool. But see, that's how I feel too, but I'm like, it's only $16. Like, I'm not gonna buy an $80 Switch game and then pay $80 again for it on PC, but like, when I bought it so long ago, you know? And then it's like, $16. It's so good. It's so tempting. It tempts me so much. Hey, Dab, hope you're doing well. Got Morrowind on PC, so you're gonna have to dig out and hook up your original Xbox. Yeah, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. I have Oblivion. I never played it. I think I started it and I got scared. It was a long time ago. I don't think I'm still scared of Elder Scrolls games. I don't think they're supposed to be scary. But sometimes, you know, when you're in the dungeon or whatever, and I don't know, it was weird and the faces were creepy. I played it, like, later, so I was already used to newer graphics, I guess. Yeah, Morrowind is 3, I think, and then I had Oblivion. Somebody gave me, like, way after the fact, they gave me, a boxed version of it. I really like the guide that comes with it. It has some cool art and stuff. I think I spent more time looking at the guide than playing the game, to be honest. I don't know if I could play an Elder Scrolls game. I don't know if I'd like them. I tried playing Witcher 3, which I know isn't the same, but it's kind of similar. It didn't really strike me. I'd rather read the books, which is weird. Thinking about upgrading your Nintendo subscriptions, you play Ocarina of Time without hooking up your N64. There you go. There you go. You could. Can't you buy, like, 1 month? Just do, like, 1 month of upgrade and just play, like, all the N64 games to your heart's content. And play Super Metroid while you're at it. Then you don't have to dig out your Super Nintendo. I don't know if you still have one, but, you know. But you could. You could do just, you know. I think isn't there... You can do a free trial for a week with My Nintendo, or you spend coins or something. Do you do My Nintendo where you get the coins? I got a Switch Sports towel, a Spoko Square like sweat towel, and I got a Mario Strikers drawstring bag. You know, the upgrade doesn't give the free trial. It's just like the regular one. Dang. Oh yeah, Super Metroid is the regular one. My bad. But I was like, oh, play them all while you're at it. Play Animal Crossing while you're... I don't know. Animal Crossing and the N64 and Genesis. There you go. Yeah, that was a brain fart. I know. Play the N64 version of Super Metroid is what I meant. Yeah, that was a brain fart though. But I thought you could do... Is it really only a whole year? You can't just do 1 month? Dang, they really got us, huh? They really got us, chat. Us Nintendo fans. I like that. Oof. Let's figure out how much. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Hey, that's really sweet. Ooh, we need a or something, you know? You know, one of those, yeah, we definitely need that. We're gonna make a yoi. Yois are the best, you guys. Yois are like one of my favorite instruments to make. But yeah, it is kind of weird that you have to do a whole year at once. There's no 1 month or 3 month or heck, even the new PlayStation thing. They revamped their PS Plus or whatever. You can do, I think you can just do a single month with that, right? So I was like, dang, we should do 1 month, play to our heart's content all the old PlayStation games they're putting on there. I think that's on the highest tier. I was like, we could do highest tier for a month and then go down to whatever we actually want for all the time, you know? Also, yeah, you guys, Dab has a point with, like, the family thing. I mean, it's a family thing, right? For one person, I can't even remember what the price is. Isn't it, like, the price of a game? I had it in my head. Well, this was Canadian prices, keep in mind. But the regular one, I think, was $25 for the year for one person, which was really cheap because at the time, I was paying $80 a year for my PS Plus just so I could play online with my friends, you know? And then it was $40, I think, for the family. So $40 for up to 8 people is like $5 a pop. Like, that's cheap. That's cheap. And then they doubled it, right? So I think now instead of 25 and 40, it's like 50 and 80 or 50 and 100 or something. So, but if you compare it to the others, I know PlayStation gives you games every month, and Xbox does something like that too. I don't know. I don't care about Xbox, but I guess that's the thing is, like, people say that the Nintendo one is lacking, considering it costs basically the same now, you know? So, and the online's not as good. So it shouldn't really be the same price. But that being said, it's for a whole family. I don't think that PlayStation or Xbox has, like, a family deal, do they? I'm not sure if they do or not. But you can have up to 8 people. So if it's, like, $80, or I think it's 80. I think it was 80 for a family in Canada. So that's like $10 a person, which is super cheap when you think about it compared to everything else, you know? Even if you only have half that number of people, if you have a household of like 4 people, you know, you're paying $20 a year. Like, that's reasonable, I think, you know? That's reasonable. The other nice thing though, Spence, about playing it on the Switch compared to the N64 is you can rewind and stuff, I think. Did they put the rewind? Actually, I don't know if they took that out. Did they keep the rewind for the N64 stuff, or did they take that out? Did you guys... I think they might have actually taken it out. I think you can still do, like, save states and stuff, though. Because the only thing that I'm leery about with, like, older games is the save files and stuff. Getting corrupted or something bumping around and messing up, you know? So that's kind of a nice thing, too, about on Switch. Like, I've got all my Super Metroid, I've got my 3 files. I've got my 100% file, a couple of speedrun. I've got, like, the basic beginning speedrun one where you've, like, already done the intro thing, you know? And then where you start. Stuff like that. And then, like, the other one I was, like, messing around on where I was doing, like, all the glitchy stuff. Super Metroid has so many glitches, you guys. It's so funny. So much fun. $50 for one person per year and $70 for a family. Which can be used up to 8 people. 50 and 70. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so like if you have 2 people, it's already... Like just 2 people. You and a partner or a sibling or a parent or whatever. And they took out the rewind. I wonder why they don't have rewind. So, and I don't know if... Like, because I know my old Game Boy games, I'm like, I should just back up my saves because I have the reader writer from Inside Gadgets, so I can back up the save. And then because the crummy thing too is it's not like if you're playing a game on your Game Boy and the battery dies, like the Game Boy, like the alkaline AA's or whatever die, you lose your progress, but it keeps the save from before, right? So you can just pop in new batteries. You can like save the game, turn it off, change the batteries, turn it back on, and you're good to go, right? If the cartridge battery dies, it's like gone. Like it's gone. You can't change the battery. You take the battery out, it's gone, you know? So, and I don't know if N64 cartridges were the same way. Like I've never had an N64 or a Super Nintendo or anything really. Well, I have a Super Nintendo now, but like, so I'm not really sure. But that alone, like not having to worry, especially like a big game or a long game or something, that would, you know, that would be enough peace of mind, I think, to make up for it for me anyways. So, but I think that's what you gotta do. And I don't know what Nintendo's rules are about family stuff, you know, because I know Netflix was just cracking down. Didn't Netflix just hike up their prices because everyone's just sharing someone's account? That's a tough one, because on the one hand, you know, if you've got a family, let's say it's a family with like 4 kids, right? So mom and dad and 4 kids, you know, mom's watching something on her iPad and dad's watching something at work on break and the kids are, you know, watching things in their room or on their laptops or whatever. You got like 6 different devices, right? So they, you know, it's fair that they can pay a family rate or whatever and they can all watch stuff. But then on the other hand, if you've got somebody who's like, you know, maybe it's just 2 people, right? Roommates or whatever. And then they're sharing a subscription and then they get friends and coworkers and stuff all on there. And the coworkers are maybe like the same situation, right? So it's still 6 people, but maybe it's like 3 households or something like that. So I can see from like a company, like a business standpoint, you don't want that. But you also don't want to rip off families because like, if your family is paying for something like Netflix, the family should be able to use it, right? So that's kind of one of those weird situations. But I think the price for the Nintendo Online is fair. It just needs more stuff, maybe. Better online, at least. Heck, I tried to play Street Fighter Third Strike. I tried to do a couple ranked matches, and I couldn't even see the enemy character. Like, it was like, ready to fight, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like standing there, and Ken's standing there, and then like the next frame I saw was me with a fist in my face. Like there was no in between, it was so bad, the lag, it was so bad. Oh man. And it's funny because that game, they disabled like making videos and screenshots and stuff, which sucks because I beat arcade mode with Remy, and I have no screenshot to remember it by. I took a picture on my phone of the screen. It's a game over screen, but the only reason you know it's a good game over is because there's no bad guy in the background being like, oh, ho, ho, you lose, you know? Anyway, that's a little pet peeve of mine. I'm just kind of addicted now to being able to take pictures and share what I'm working on. Some N64 carts use a battery, some have a memory card. Oh yeah, I forgot they have the memory card thing. They sold cartridges solely to save, used to save data for the Sega CD. On the website, Nintendo even advertised the ability to add people from another country to your family groups. I'm sure they're aware of not. Okay. But do you have to be family? Does it have to be a blood relative in another country? I'm sure that when companies come up with stuff like that, they just know. They're like, okay, you know, for every 8 people, we're going to have 1 membership or whatever, you know. Didn't have any overlap with the NSO library. I'd probably already have the upgrade. Oh, yeah, because you have, like, that's cool that you still have, like, the physical stuff, too. Just make sure your battery's in good shape. Well, does Ocarina of Time use a memory card? Or are there games that you could use a memory card instead of having it on the cartridge? Were there ones that gave you the choice? Because that's kind of cool if they do. Oh yeah, I was making a yoi sound. That's what I was doing. Don't mind me. Just also doing some work here. Why is this sounding weird? Loud, quiet, synth 2. Oh. This one? Yeah, that works. From the FAQ. Alright, well if the FAQ says so, well there you go. That's pretty cool. Same thing with cell phone plans. That's another one, right? Ooh. So that's the thing, is if I don't end this note, it's basically gonna go on forever. Like that. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, there probably is stuff you can buy. There probably is. Or you can just change the battery before you play. Like, if you're not going to care down the road, you're not going to want to, like, 100% it and keep this save file as a trophy forever. Probably doesn't matter too much. That's one thing I like about... I swear this isn't an ad for Inside Gadgets, but this is another thing I really like about his flash cartridges, is he's got the classic... wait, which one's which? FRAM? SRAM. I just drew a blank. Anyways, he's got newer ones that basically don't have the internal battery, so they never run out. So that's pretty awesome. It's good for my LSDj stuff. Because I really don't want to lose my music. I mean, if you lose a save file for a game, that's one thing, and it sucks. But, like, losing music, like, I could never do that again, right? The same way. So it's like, you know. It's no bake on you having no friends to take advantage of the family membership. Yeah. But it's funny because it gives you online, right? So if you have no friends, I don't know. Could change the battery right now and it would last at least a decade. Yeah, like they do last. If it's the same as the Game Boy ones, like, yeah, they last like 10 years. Just do not, whatever you do not install it with hot glue. I bought a Game Boy camera off of eBay. And it said, like, new battery. And I was like, like, I specifically wanted one that didn't have somebody replacing the battery. Because I was planning on replacing the battery myself. So I knew that it would be done right? But this one just happened to be, like, new battery. And I was like, okay, well, benefit of a doubt. Maybe the person knows what he's doing, you know. I bought it. It arrived. I took some pictures. Some test pictures. I turned it off. Turned it back on again, and the pictures were still there. And I thought, oh, cool, he didn't do a bad job. Silly me didn't pop it open, so I went and took important pictures, like really cute Henry pictures. And then I turned it on to show my partner later, And boom, they were all gone. And I was like, what the heck? It worked earlier. When I popped it open, he had hot glued the battery. And the glue was interrupting the connection of the battery and the circuit. I was like, oh my God. So I guess at first it wasn't, it was like okay, but then like things shifted or what. Oh man, it was so stupid. So after some choice words, I, not to him, just muttering at the kitchen table, you know, soldered in a proper new battery because I also didn't trust the battery he had. I think I still have the battery in a little zippy bag somewhere labeled like eBay moron or something. Come on, don't, that's the worst thing you can do. If you're selling it, you're like, yo, it has the original battery, you know, no promises. Like, okay, that's one thing. Don't be like, hey, I replaced the battery, it's good as new. And then people are gonna be like, oh, yay. Because I happen to be somebody who knows about internal batteries and how to change them and that, right? But imagine if someone just got it like, oh, I used to have one of these as a kid and they have like no idea and like, oh, it doesn't work. What the heck? Like, you know, then what? Come on. Yeah, Eek is right. That was not nice. Man, I still have to get a Game Boy printer. I really want a Game Boy printer, like so bad. Those are always expensive though, and the paper for them is super expensive. Your sister's Game Boy Color was crystallizing? Wait, what do you mean crystallizing? The batteries? You just left the batteries in there and they were leaking and going nuts? Yeesh. I had one of those. Actually, that's another thing. If you ever buy like used Game Boys, if like a lot of people will sell them as is, but if it's battery corrosion, that's a really easy fix. That's super easy. If you have vertical lines in the screen, like of dead pixels, you can fix that. And a lot of people don't know that you can fix that. The horizontal ones, you're screwed, but the vertical ones, you can fix those. You can fix those. So if you see, you know, if you're ever bargaining or something, just know in the back of your head, you know, in the back of your mind, if it's just, if they're like, it won't power on, you're like, oh, okay. But if the PCB is, you know, mostly clean and like everything, like Game Boys they're part of the built to last generation of stuff. Like they're really good, you know, as long as they were sort of well cared for. But I'm sure you've seen the famous Nintendo Power Game Boy that survived a bomb going off, right? Or a mine. It was a mine, I think. It survived. It's all melted and like, you know, the body looks like crap, but they turned it on and bling, like, and it works, you know? Crazy. People do RGB mods on consoles, use tons of hot glue. There's a YouTube channel where a guy fixes stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know about hot glue. Like, just solder it, dude. Just solder it. It's the same thing, except it's a hot metal. It's hot metal instead of hot glue, and it's not going anywhere. When it's dry, when it's cooled, it's done. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. Or at least do a good job gluing it and don't like... The problem with glue, though, like with solder, it's made of metal, so it's still conductive or conducive or whatever. Whatever. It'll still work, right? It's not gonna hinder any of the connections, even if it does get in the way a little bit. And you can keep the solder right out of the connection, and I think that you should. So you have it kind of on top of the battery, you know? It's almost like taping it down, like a piece of metal tape. But the problem with the glue is it doesn't work as well with the hot glue gun, like to just put glue kind of, like to glue it down. Because glue is supposed to go between two things. But with the battery, that's going to make it not work. You can't put it between the battery and the circuit board because then you're interrupting it with glue, which is like rubber, right? Henry, what are you doing there, bud? Oh, you're so cute. There's just suddenly a dog under my desk. Your DMG still works. That's good. My Game Boy Color still works. That's the first one I had. That's the first one that I had. You want to stretch? We should stretch. We should take a break too, eh? We've been at it 2.5 hours. No breaks yet. We should take a break, right? And we can listen to some finished songs. And then we can come back and do some more, right? We should do that. This is a good conversation, though. I like talking about old games and stuff like that. Oh, wait. I have to just figure out what I'm doing with this. Like, because this note is going to keep going. I know what I'm going to do. Here, let's try this. It should kind of fade out. Then we'll take our break, promise. There we go. Wait. Better idea. Better idea. Perfect. Okay. And we'll save this again as T. And we'll listen to our village song again. We'll listen to this again. And it's getting dark out there, but I don't see any rain. I don't hear any thunder. Let me check this. Let me check this weather. Let me check this weather here. Okay. We might make it out. We might make it out alive. We might make it out alive, chat. It's supposed to be storming, but like not too bad, I guess. Although apparently it's storming now. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll take a break. Worst case scenario, I think we pretty much got our song for Patreon. It's like done basically, or 90% done. So that's really good. That was my main thing for tonight. Like this needs to get done. So, and nicely, fortunately, nicely. It's nice that's what I was thinking. It's nice. Fortunately, it's like a looping theme song for the village, right? So that'll, so it can loop and I don't really need to make an ending for it. It'll just fade out. So that saves a little bit of work, so that's good. But we'll take a break and we'll come back and then we'll see how long we can keep going. But if thunder and lightning is happening, I gotta shut things down because, it's not worth risking it. It's not worth risking it, chat. But let's go take a little break here. Let's listen to some chippy tunes. Should we preview something? Did I add heckin' Smile on here? Did I add? No, I didn't. But that's okay. Because I have it on Bandcamp, so we can listen to Bandcamp. This one time on Bandcamp, we heard a Kemi Draft album. Whoa. Pikachu. Yeah, it's Pikachu. Rayquaza. I think I saw Rayquaza go by. He likes storms, right? Probably. Here, we have an upcoming album. I have to say, I'm pushing it back, you guys. I wanted to release it like this month or next month, and I realized I'm like, you know what? That's not going to happen. I want it to be top quality, and I'm already working on this other album, and I just don't want to rush myself, so it's probably going to be like at least September when it comes out. But I'll play it on stream in the meantime. So let's hear a couple of these tunes here from my upcoming album called Smile in the Atmosphere. And we'll have a break. It'll be like, 5 to 7 or 8 minutes or something like that. Have a good break, you guys. Enjoy the tunes. Enjoy the little sneak preview. And we'll be back in a few minutos. Have a good break. Welcome back, chat. I hope you like them tunes. That last one especially, I'm just like, oh man, this one turned out. You know what I'm saying? This one turned out. Hey, how come you have that table emote and I don't seem to have it? What the hey? I was gonna put the, you know, I was gonna paste the table after, but it didn't let me, so. Anyway. Hey! I recognize a lot of those emotes. Nice Viking and Bad at Buttons emotes. You know what? I've been seeing a lot of my community folks having emotes and being subbed to other friends of mine and like being in their chats and stuff, and it just warms my heart. It's so nice. It's so nice. And some of you guys came from other people's channels, so you've got like their emotes and stuff. But I know for sure there's some people that like I've rated people, and then like I'll rate a friend of mine and then see some of my raiders follow, and then like a couple weeks later I'll see them come in with a raid from that person, or I'll see them sub or whatever. It's really cool. Do I know Critter Jason? Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while, though. I haven't seen him in a bit. I don't know if we're just missing each other or if he's taking a break, but I haven't seen him in a hot minute. And it's funny, because I was looking at the raccoon, which is adorable, and I was like, Crit 11? I was like, trying to recognize the prefix. I'm like, who's that? Like, oh, Critter Jason. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute. And I was just trying to remember where you came from. But he might have raided me at one point. I can't remember how I found him either. I don't know how we found each other. But it's pretty amazing sometimes how it goes. And even there's a couple people, like there's one person in particular who became a regular pretty quick. One of my first viewers, one of my first regulars. And she found me. There was this game, I played it exactly one time. There was one time that I played this certain game. And I don't know if she was only looking for... She was in the category. She found me through the category. And I had, like, no viewers. I was, like, baby streamer. Like, there were maybe 3 people in chat or maybe 4. So I don't know. But I think it was just a very obscure game. And I think I was just the only person streaming it, or maybe there were only like 2 or something, and she stumbled on my chat, and then she's been around ever since. But it's crazy. Like, I don't know if she frequents that category, but I think that she just happened to be looking in that category on the one day, on like the 4-hour stream that I happened to be streaming in it, and that's how she found me. Like, it's ridiculous how you run into people for the first time sometimes, you know? It's crazy. The luck. He's chilling still. Hasn't been doing streams in a while, though. Okay. It was good that he's doing okay. But I haven't seen him in a minute, so that would be why. That would be why. I just remember a while back I rated him, and he was doing, like... there was one certain song that he played that was really... It, like, really caught my attention. And it made me think, it made me feel like I was in like a cafe. You know, when you go to a cafe and you've got your donut and you've got your coffee and it's like a nighttime show, right? Or a bookstore. Have you ever been to a bookstore that has like a cafe in it? Oh man, that's what it made me think of. I felt like I'm sitting here, I've got a shopping bag with my brand new book that I can't wait to read it when I get home. And I'm sitting there and I've got my donut or my little cheesecake or whatever, my coffee or my hot chocolate or whatever it is, you know? And then there's this guy playing guitar in the corner and singing. It's just like a nice night. Oh man, super vibes. I wish I could remember what the song was called, because it was real good. That was a while ago though. I think last time I rated him he was playing Mario, because he was doing some game streams and stuff. But I digress. And bread music. Gotta tell him that. Yeah, if you're like a friend of his, you're like chatting with him and stuff. Yeah, there was like that one specific day I can't remember what it was, because I've only seen him a few times. But yeah, he was playing some guitar thing and singing, but there was one specific song one specific one that it really gave me that vibe. It reminded me, you know, because I used to do that when I was a kid. I'd go with my parents and they'd get me a little piece of chocolate cake or whatever. And I had chocolate cake and hot chocolate because I was a kid and I didn't give two hecks. I'd have all the chocolate, you know. When you're older, you learn that coffee goes better with chocolate cake because it helps the chocolate cake be more chocolatey. But if you have chocolate cake and hot chocolate, then it feels like you're just drinking hot milk because you can't taste the chocolate because of chocolate cake. Anyways, I'm still not sure what to call this song. Let's listen to it top to bottom, and I'll see if I want to add anything else. Yeah. Yeah. It almost loops pretty well. I think that's better, right? I think that's good. See how this goes. Wait, did that go? Oh, right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I am gonna have to shut down in a second here, which sucks. But I just wanna add an idea. An idea. Another banger. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm really happy with this one. This will go on the Happiness album too. On. I'm really happy with this one. Yeah, like that. Okay. So I was like, wait, what if we did... But what we can do here... Oh boy, please wait, Thunder. Please wait like 2 seconds. We can do that here. And this has... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're just gonna have... Vroom. Right here. Yeah, we can have a loop somewhere. Okay, so that one's gonna be about done. I will... What does this sound like? I don't know. Someone said it sounded like a chase sequence. Yeah, I don't know. We'll call it team up, I guess. I was thinking about how nice it's been playing Monster Hunter with chat with you guys lately. And just like having like a team to play with and games like that, it's just really good, you know. Okay, Thunder's getting loud. I wanted to listen to Silbaryl one more time, but it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry guys, we gotta go. Are we able to raid somebody super quick? Let me just see if we can... I just want to send you guys somewhere. I don't want to not raid, but we gotta go real quick here because it's getting bad. Good thing my Switch is charged. Ha 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 ha. You know what? Let's go see... You know what? Let's go see 7. We got a raid from 7 the other day. Let's go see 7. My good friend 7 Fock. I'm sorry that we're ending early. At least we got 3 hours, which is pretty good. That's, you know. And we got the Patreon song done, so that's good. So that song I made earlier. I gotta throw this out here. I had to wait through an ad anyways. There's a Patreon if you like the song I made tonight. Not the one I just made, but the Village song. You can pledge $1 anytime until the end of the month, and then July 6th I'm going to be sending it out to all the patrons, so that's fun. Anyways though, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry that I have to end early, but I will be here Monday morning, probably playing Vampire Survivors or Monster Hunter or Pokemon or whatever, but you know, I heard there's a tree character that I gotta unlock. So anyways, you guys take care, have a super duper extra fantastic weekend. And I'll see you guys Monday. Bye for now.